Hi everybody, this is Becca with Haircuts at Home. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to cut your own bangs. We're going to be doing side swept bangs. I'm also going to be teaching you how to do my go-to hairstyle. It's kind of like beachy waves or loose curls. So we're going to jump right in. Thanks for joining me and I'll see you there. Alright everybody, so we're going to be starting out with our side swept bangs. The things that you're going to need to cut your own hair, I would suggest having some clips so you can clip your hair up out of the way so you don't cut any of your hair. You're going to need obviously a comb, and you're going to need your just straight shears, and you can use your texturizing shears. I'm not going to be cutting a huge amount of bangs into my hair, so you can use these though. They're texturizing shears if you need to texturize or feather your bangs so they're not laying super thick on your face. So if you need those, you can have those. So we're gonna jump right in. Alrighty, so when you cut your side swept bangs, you can kind of see I already have them there. So I'm gonna walk you through the process on how to cut them into your hairline if you don't already have existing bangs. So basically what you're gonna do is you're going to create a triangle section at your hairline. So let me try to do that really quick and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So you want it to kind of come or start at the end of your eyebrow on your face. And you're gonna create a line. So there's my first line. I'm not going super far back into my hairline. If I was, it would look more like this. So I'd start at my part wherever it was and I'd cut it in. So that's if you were gonna have really, really exaggerated bangs, and the triangle point is starting about right here. So a little bit farther up my hairline. So I'm just gonna be starting right here where they kind of already exist, and I'm gonna be trimming them up. So let's get that straight. And then I've kind of cut it in half because they're side swept bangs, so you can complete the triangle on this side. Alrighty, so I've created a triangle at my hairline. So that's what it looks like. It's not a perfect triangle. I'm not going super far into my hairline again. So that's what I'm going to be pulling out. And I'm going to be cutting mine in half because this is where I like to have my part. Alrighty, so then we're going to actually be cutting the bangs that we've sectioned out. And then this is where you can just kind of make sure that everything is really good and even. Long hairs are pulled out of the way. Alrighty. So there are the bangs that I'm going to be cutting. Now, what I do when I'm cutting my own bangs on myself is I kind of just use my finger as a guide, my fingers, to create the diagonal that you want to have. So it's side swept, it's falling just to frame your face. And you're going to measure what you want to cut. I usually start mine just right at my eyebrow. So all of this is going to be coming off. And so I just keep my fingers at a diagonal, and then I just cut it diagonally across. And be careful not to cut yourself. So I'm going to move it. Alright. So there are my side swept bangs. So then what I do is I go through again and I texturize them. You're just going to be point cutting just a little bit at the ends so it's not super blunt and thick. That's where your texturizing shears can come in if you want to. I do this because it's a little bit easier for me. You can do whatever works for you. Alright, so there are my side swept bangs. They're texturized. I like to kind of pull my hair forward so that I can see how it looks laying with the rest of my haircut. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm also, just right now, I'm going to pull this kind of in half. I'm going to pull this top section up. I'm going to pull it straight up, and then I'm just going to texturize that a little bit. Just point cutting so that it doesn't lay super harsh on my face. Alright, so there we go. There are my side swept bangs. So next, we're going to be doing the beachy waves, or the style. So I will show you guys what you need for that, and I will see you there. Hey everybody, so we are going to be learning how to do beachy waves or loose curls. So some of the things that you're going to need, I am using a hair straightener, a 2-inch hair straightener to do the loose curls. You guys can also use a 1.5-inch curling iron, or you can use a 2-inch curling iron depending on how big or small you want your waves to be. Some hair prep that you guys want to have. I have dried my hair already, but before I used a blowout and thermal protection spray, and it also has conditioning treatment in it just so that it protects your hair. It can protect, I think this one is up to 400 degrees. I have my curling iron set at 395, or my straightener set at 395. So this is really important. I just want to kind of pause and say that using thermal protection and using proper products in your hair when you're blow drying, when you're straightening, curling, anything, you really need to have proper protection so that you're not damaging your hair. And it helps really well with split ends. So just kind of buy, this wasn't too expensive. It was like maybe $3 for this bottle, and it takes a little bit for me to go through it because I'm not doing my hair every single day. So invest in it. It doesn't have to be super expensive, but invest in getting a good product that you can use for your hair when you're styling it. And then, sorry, that was a long one. And then you're just gonna wanna use some hairspray so that it can hold the look for as long as you want it to. Alrighty, so I have sectioned my hair up out of the way, and I'm going to, just so that you guys can see it, I'm gonna just divide it in the back and then bring it forward. So my straightener is all hot and ready to go. So I'm gonna start at the front here, and you're just gonna bring a section forward, and you're just gonna twist your iron back away from your face, and you're just gonna keep going through the hair. You only have to twist it once, and then it'll make that. So you're just gonna move that out of the way. You don't need to do anything with it, and you're just gonna keep going, just taking sections 2 inches in thickness so that it matches your, or it's not too much for your hair straightener. And you're just gonna keep moving all the way back. So the smoke that's going off is just moisture coming out of my hair. That's why you should use your products just to make sure that your hair is okay. Alrighty. So on the bottom section, I twist everything back away from my face. And I will show you when I get to the upper sections. I like to kind of go back and forth with putting things away from my face, curling away from my face, and curling towards my face, just because it gives a more natural curl effect. But for the bottom, I like turning it away, just because it's a little bit thicker of a section than the rest of them that I'm doing. So it doesn't need to be perfect, just because you kind of looks like you've been sea breeze. You were at the beach and breeze went through your hair. Alright. I'm not gonna spray that one. I like having it fall a little bit just so it's not super curly. All right, so then I'm going to drop down another section. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just gonna kind of comb through it a little bit so that I get a nice curl throughout. I don't have any knots in my hair. Alrighty. So then here I'll show you in this section, I like to curl some of them forward and some of them back to kind of give it a little bit more of a natural look. So this is where I'm curling it forward. You only have to do it, I think, I've never actually counted. Yeah, you're just gonna turn your rod or your flat iron once all the way around. Let the hair go through it. Okay, so it's kind of like doing a curl in a ribbon with scissors, except you're actually twisting it once. And you can go through if you feel like some spots are less curled than others. Do it again. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, and then I'm going to spray this one with some hairspray. I use a finishing mist and it's a comb through, so it's not a super heavy hold, just because I don't like my hair to be crusty. Kind of push it up to make sure all the curls get in. Alright, so there's that section, and then we're going to continue with this last section on top. So this one again, I kind of do more everything, all of the curls going away from my face. Because it's the last section and the layers on the top of my haircut right now are significantly shorter than the rest of my hair. Spray this top section again. Alright, and then this part, you guys can just mess with it how you want it to be. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look like your hair was whipped around by the salty sea breeze. So just kind of play with the curls a little bit. You can pull them a little bit so they're not super curly if you need to. And there we go, guys. It's really that simple. It took a really long time though for me to get the hang of actually twisting the hair. There was a lot of moments where I burned my neck or I clipped my ears, so be careful with that. But that is a beachy wave or a loose curl style. Super simple. From here, if I wanted to, I could put braids in it. I could pin it back, half up, half down. So it's really just what you feel comfortable with, what you feel confident in, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got a lot from the bang trimming. That can always be difficult. I've definitely had quite a few bang mishaps where I've trimmed them too short, but this is the beachy wave. These are side swept bangs. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe.